It's another day. We're back at it. I think I want to tackle seatbelt mounts before I start doing the ribbon strips right here, and it just blocks my access even more. So I do need a notch one. You can see I just got a little template. I'm not going to go quite to this line. I'm going to take some little bites of it and fit it up, because the tab is going to go somewhere about on this bar back here, okay? So I need to notch it so it'll sit down, and then this one will go back here like such, because you want your belts to pull you down into the seat. So we'll be doing something like that on each side. And you see we have a center one right here for a crotch strap, and then two of these will be in the back for harnesses. So you'll have something like that. So I'm gonna get the other one notched out and fit up. All the rest of them can be flat on the bottom. So that's what we're gonna work on. I need to get the seatbelt tabs put in and call that done. So yeah, let's notch it. All right, so I got this notched out like we talked about. But the trick to this is it wasn't gonna get notched like this. It's gotta sit like this, okay, at an angle. So you can see our notch. We just kept massaging it until we had a good fit. And you can see the different angles over here, you know. So I sanded the top of this one and then the bottom of this one to try and open up so it would sit flush on this tube for the correct angle needed. If I would have put it square on the tube, it would have had my lap belt twisted a little bit, and I didn't want that. I want it to be straight. They're strongest like that. So let's just kind of clean up these edges, sharp edges real quick, and then we'll see how it fits up. All right, so we're doing seatbelt stuff. You can see I just have them tacked in right now. There's that one. I don't know if you can see that one back there. And then we have the two right here. And then your crotch strap, okay? So I'm gonna get all these welded out. They're positioned pretty good. You wanna position them to where they pull at the right angle on you to keep you as safe as possible, so that's what I'm doing. I chose all bolt-in to make it easier. I had wraparound, but the way that I mounted the seat and stuff, I couldn't do a wraparound because you see the seat bars come all the way up to this harness bar, and the carbon seat about touched it. So if I were to do a wraparound, the carbon would be rubbing on the straps, and I feel vibrations over time. It'd probably fatigue them and cut them. So we're gonna play it safe. We're gonna go over these bars right here and bolt them to these two big tabs that I have right there. So we'll be able to call that done. I need to get these tabs in before I do ribbon strips, because I wouldn't have been able to get in between these bars to weld it. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld these out, get them done. We can mark that one off the list and start throwing some ribbon strips in the door X. This way we could potentially set the body back on. That's kind of what we're working towards. I'm ready to get that thing permanently mounted. I'm ready to get it on the truck. So that's what we're gonna work with. The floor stuff's pretty much done. So technically I could take it off jack stands too, set it back on the lift, which we might do that sometime today too. But yeah, let's get these welded out. Alright, so I got all these tabs welded in. I time-lapsed some of it. Then I didn't end of it. Like I said, it's just kind of repetitive. I don't want to bore y'all to death with these time lapse, so I just showed y'all a little bit of it. I finished them out. So crotch strap, shoulder straps, and 2 hip belt, lap belt, tabs. So that's done. So now I can work on doing ribbon strips for all this right here and see about getting some carbon put in place. And this is going to be removable, okay? So I don't know if I'm going to use these tabs. Where they at? I don't know if I'm going to use something like these. Like I did on the transmission. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I do have these little tabs right here as well. So I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I need to go ahead and get some Clecos put in this metal panel here now that it's bead rolled. I'll probably work on that too. So seatbelt tabs, that's a big thing. Let's keep working on ribbon strips because we need to get all this done before we set the body back on, and that's one of my goals. So let's get back to doing ribbon strips. Alright. I just need to weld out this one right here. This is really hot and heat soaked and my torch is getting really hot. So I'm gonna let it cool off for a few minutes. I'm gonna finish these stitch welds right here and then we'll start cutting and trying to fit some carbon. I did use all my one-sided ribbon strips, so I need to get take my double-sided and I'm gonna cut them down the middle to make me some more singles, but progress. Ribbon strips everything. Golly, there's so many everywhere. All right, as you can see, I've done a horrible job with the time-lapse situation, but we already know how to do ribbon strips. You already knew about cutting templates. Just got a few clecos holding them in. It's nothing crazy. I do need to finalize some fitment right here. Just take a little bit off. That's all easy stuff, but as you can see, we're there. I need to do quarter turns right here to make this panel removable. And I need to get the drive shaft enclosure put back in its home, drill the holes for the mounts, and then we can go from there on that. This is probably going to be the stopping point of this video. I just want to tell everybody, Happy New Year's. Let's make 25 great. I want this thing running in 25. I think we should be able to get there. Appreciate all the love and support, the comments. It's been felt. I can see everything. It's super, super badass. A lot of positive feedback. I'm happy. This is a hot rod. This is going to be something something pretty serious. So I'll show you the other side here too. But yeah, carbon floors are there. Start doing the tunnel. I'm going to do a lid there, and then I'm going to do something over here. I just haven't decided on exactly how I want to do it yet. I need to drill holes in the upper frame rails right here and do a tube out the back for the blowdown tubes. And these are the tabs right here for the enclosure, so I need to put that back in there and drill my holes to be able to mount that. So that'll be done and nice. But we've made some great progress. Not as far as I thought I would get, but I didn't factor in the amount of hours it takes to weld in all these ribbon strips everywhere and fit up and all that stuff. So it's all right. We're gonna keep trucking. We've made great progress. I'm a one-man band. I'm lucky some days I get some buddies to come by and give me a hand, but most of the time it's just me. So tons of hours out here. I'm probably gonna take the rest of the day off and just to hang out and relax before I gotta go back to work. Enjoy the weather. I don't know about y'all, but it's about 70 degrees here, so it's perfect. Yeah, hey, as always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the positive feedback. Do me a favor and share this. Everybody that sees, they're like, man, I wish I would have found this sooner or whatever. They just don't even know this content exists. So help me share it. Let's continue to grow. And it helps me as well, honestly. It's not a money thing. It's opening doors, man. It's getting you in contact with people that otherwise you probably never would have gotten in contact with. So let's keep going. Let's keep building this hot rod, and it's going to be so worth it when we fire it up for the first time and when we go racing and we start getting some winter circle picks. Y'all have come along on this journey with us, so I feel like if I win, we all win. You know what I mean? It's a team deal. There's no I in team, and I've never seen a successful race program that's one person. That's fact. So let's keep going, and until the next one, thank y'all.